Welcome back, students. Yes, again a bit interesting lecture for you. Yeah, that is, we are going to study in this what is soluble and what is insoluble substances. Many of you know about this, but again you have to think about it. What actually the soluble and insoluble is. What do you mean by soluble? Have you make a lemon juice at home? Yes, you all are fond of drinking that during a hot summer. Yes, you can dissolve that lemon juice in that the sugar you are going to dissolve, and it completely get dissolved in the water. That is soluble. And what is insoluble? If you try to mix a oil in water, it will soluble. Or if you try to dissolve a pebble or a soil in the water, it will dissolve? No, it will not dissolve. So there is a bit difference between this. In the case of soluble, the substance will dissolve in liquid, and in case of insoluble, the substances will not dissolve. Please mark it here, the insoluble that will not dissolve in a liquid and form the precipitate. Say for example, if you are dissolving the soil in water, the precipitate of the soil will remain, it will settle down on the bottom of that tumbler after a few minutes. See, the soluble and the insoluble, the substance, say for example, you are going to dissolve in water a sugar. I am just going to show you, I am having a glass in my hand and I am putting water into it. Later on, I thought of dissolving some substance into it. I am having a powdered sugar in my hand. When I am going to dissolve it, see what is going to happen. It completely dissolves. Okay, this is soluble. But in case of oil, let us do that experiment too, so that it will be clear to you. I am having oil in my hand. If I am going to dissolve in it, it is going to dissolve? No. See, the droplets of oil you are able to see in it, and these are, yes, these are not soluble. Is it soluble? No. So this is how what is soluble and insoluble is. So in this, I think you come to know about the substances, that how on these materials we can categorize that one is soluble and one is insoluble. It is going to help you a lot. Even in the kitchen also, when you are sorting the materials on that basis, you just put these things in that section that you are able to find them easily. Even in your life also, even during, say for example, if I give you lots of things, how you will sort it out? In the wardrobe, the books will be kept in your, yes, the table, in your bag. That are not kept in the wardrobe. In the wardrobe, yeah, actually you will be getting there your clothes. If I mix up those, are you able to sort it out? It will be a bit difficult for you. These things are being taught to you to make it clear that these things need to be sorted out to make the things convenient for you. So next, the soluble and insoluble, I was talking about the water. That is often regarded as the, yes, this is regarding its universal solvent. Why? Because it has property to dissolve everything. It's universal, and solvent, that is in a bulk. Water I have taken in the bulk, the little bit thing that I dissolve in it, that is a solute part. Solute and the solvent. The solute part, that was the powdered sugar, and the solvent, this is the water. When I mix together, the solute and solvent, that together makes a solution. And the meaning that it will dissolve any substance, and this is not true. The substance that can be divided into three categories. These are soluble, that is completely soluble in the solvent, completely soluble in water. If the things are not completely soluble, say for example, the soil. When you are going to dissolve the soil, it will precipitate, it will settle down on the bottom. It is partially soluble, not dissolved properly. Next is the substance that are insoluble. If you want to dissolve a rock in the, yes, if I put this rock, is it soluble? No. So this is a insoluble substance. What is solubility? As I am talking about this again, you need to understand it. Solubility is that the amount of given substance that you dissolve in a certain amount of solvent. Say for example, I take little amount of sugar and dissolve in the solvent. If it has property to dissolve it completely, that is termed as solubility. It is a solubility, it consists of the soluble substance, and on other hand, that is insoluble. It dissolves the substance completely, and here it dissolves, yes, insoluble, that may be partial soluble or may be not soluble. So this is how, what is solubility. Insoluble substance, here again I am showing you one example. You just try it at your home. This way, you have to take a glass, then a curry powder you have to add into it. See, when you are going to mix it, you will see that it is going to be mixed. But if you leave this for a while, what will happen? It will settle down in the bottom of the glass. So this is how it states that this is insoluble in water. Next topic is the miscible and immiscible. The previous one, please note it down here, soluble and the insoluble. I am talking about any particular object that may be solid form, okay, or maybe powder form. But here the miscible and immiscible, these are going to be a bit different from it. How? Because in the miscible case or immiscible, two liquids we are taking. Okay, miscible, these liquids, the solute part and the solvent. Say for example, I take alcohol. If I want to dissolve alcohol in water, it will dissolve it. That can dissolve in one another. Okay, that is a miscible liquid. In case of immiscible liquid, that does not dissolve in water. As in case of, yes, exactly the oil. The oil which I show you in the previous experiment, the oil is itself a liquid part. And here you can see the layer that this liquid is not miscible in water. So these are immiscible. These are considered as a immiscible part. So I think it is understood to you that oil in water, this is immiscible, and ethanol in the water, say for example hand sanitizer nowadays you all are using, that is a type of alcohol. If you are going to mix it with water, or say for example vinegar, in every house, most of the houses you are using this to make the Chinese food and all that, noodles, you are using that vinegar. If you are going to mix that vinegar in the water, that is miscible. Here vinegar is a liquid, and on the other part water is also liquid. So these two liquids are miscible with each other. So that is termed as a miscible, liquids that can dissolve with one another, and immiscible, the liquids which are not dissolved with one another. So recap it again, that what we have read in this, soluble, insoluble versus miscible and immiscible. Please note it down. I can ask you in the questions during the exams that what is the difference between the soluble, insoluble and versus miscible and immiscible. Let us recall soluble, that substance that can be dissolved. It can be any substance. Okay. Then insoluble, any substance that cannot be dissolved, that is insoluble. And in case of miscible, we consider here only the liquid. A liquid substance, note it down, that is liquid substance that is soluble in another liquid, that I gave you the example vinegar. When you mix the vinegar in the liquid, the both are liquid and they both are miscible. Immiscible, a liquid substance that is insoluble in another liquid. The oil, as I show you before, I am having the oil in my hand. If I pour it in the, yes, if I pour it again, it's a immiscible. Both are in liquid state, and both in the liquid state, they both are not miscible with each other. That's why they are termed as immiscible. You can see here that immiscible, that form a two layers, and the miscible, it will completely dissolve in it. Right? So here you can see that how the experiment we can do. Soluble, when you are going to dissolve any sugar, salt, it will completely dissolve. If you pour, yes, the liquid, oil for example, it will form a layer, that is insoluble. This is again showing you what is miscible and immiscible. Okay, the miscible is that completely dissolve in it, as when you are making the lemon water. And here, when you are going to dissolve oil in water, that is immiscible. Exactly. In the next video, we will discuss about the luster and what is dull object. I think in this video, this is clear to you what is soluble, insoluble, miscible and immiscible. Please write it down in your notebook, the main points, and make it yourself clear, and try to do some sort of experiments at home under the guidance of your elders. Thank you. We'll meet you soon in our next video.